Good morning. All right, we're adding Lori in this morning. Our technology skills at its best. There we go. Good morning.
Hi.
Technology Monday.
Yeah.
So good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. It's our Monday morning message.
Yeah. So a little bit different today. I was telling Tanya, in our household we watch Game of Thrones. So your message today comes from Game of Thrones. So if you watch that, then you'll get this. But even if you don't, you will. So there was a moment in the show last night. It was like intense, but there was a moment in the show where one of the characters had just done a lot of bad stuff over his life, and he was interacting with another character, and he knew he was fixing to die, and so he looked at the other character and was going to apologize or like try to make it right. You could tell he was full of regret for the things that he had done, and the other character just looked at him and said, don't do that. Like, don't apologize for things that you've done in your past, because it's brought you to who you are right now. And so I thought that was a pretty profound scene, and it's so true. So I think as I've gotten older, like the puzzle pieces start coming together a little bit. It's like you can look back at life and see maybe why some things happen. And I think eventually, whether it's while we're on this earth or not, eventually we will all get that clarity of how it all makes sense and how it all fits together. We may not know right now, but just we have to trust. And I think the good thing about it is we have free will, so that we can choose in each moment who we want to be, even if we're not proud of who we've been in the past.
I think that in our conversation this morning before we jumped on was when Lori was talking about the scene, and we were discussing that in general, just in life. And it resonated with me so well this morning, because there are things that I have done and said in the past that I can't take back. But what I can do is every minute of every day moving forward, not to make that mistake again, or to not treat someone or say things like that again. And I think that that's the only thing we have control over is right now. And when we control the right now, when we really take a minute to decide every moment of our life from here on out what we want that past to look like, we're rewriting it, right?
Yeah. And so there's a really good book that I read a long time ago, and it's probably one of those that I should go back and read periodically. It's called The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. And if you've ever seen him speak, he's just got this serenity about him and this calm. Like he is, his words are definitely not his own, if you know what I mean by that. So if there's more you want to explore on this subject, I'd say that was a really good book.
Yeah, I've done that one audiobook because it's a little bit easier for me when I'm listening to it in the car. But okay, guys, well, we hope this message resonates with some of you like it did with us this morning. Happy Monday to everybody.
Yeah, have a great week.
Thanks, guys. Bye.